Today let us start with lesson digestion and absorption. Types of nutrients. There are two types of nutrients, macronutrients, micronutrients. Macronutrients are also known as proximate principles of food, which are carbohydrate, lipids and proteins. Then micronutrients, also called as protective principles of food, which are minerals, vitamins and minerals. There are 21 minerals or macro elements, which are sodium, potassium, calcium, sulfur, phosphorus, magnesium and chlorine. Then 20 vitamins are microelements. They are iron, iodine, zinc, manganese, cobalt, trace elements like copper, molybdenum, etc. Now let us discuss about the first part of alimentary canal, that is mouth, which is first organ of alimentary canal used for grinding and chewing of food. In parts of mouth, first palate, it is roof of buccal cavity or mouth cavity or floor of nasal cavity. Then hard palate, it is an anterior portion of the roof of the mouth. It is formed by maxillary and palatal bones. It is covered by mucous membrane with transparent fold called rugae. Now soft palate, which forms posterior portion of roof of the mouth, which is muscular structure hanging from the free body of soft palate is known as muscular process called as uvula. Now tongue, it is composed of skeletal muscles covered with muscular membrane. An inverted V-shaped furrow termed as sulcus terminalis divides the tongue into anterior and part oral part and posterior pharyngeal part. Tongue is attached to the hyoid bone. Now here you can see the tongue, structure of tongue. We have so many tonsils and papillae. Here you can see the papillae. Three types of papillae: circumvallate, fungiform and filiform. And tongue is divided into two parts, pharyngeal part and oral part. This is known as lingual tonsil. Folate papillae are absent in human, but they are found in dogs. Taste buds are present in the foliate papillae. Now sweat glands of dogs are formed on their tongue, which is known as panding of dogs. Now 5 types of taste in the tongue. Tips, there is sweet and salty taste. Sides, salty and sour. Base, bitter. There is no taste of chili, but it is a painful experience. Umami is a special taste due to glutamic acid or monosodium, which is quite addictive and it is used in food flavorings. Seventh cranial nerve or facial nerve carries the taste sense to the brain. In pharyngeal part, the ninth or glossopharyngeal nerve carries the impulse of the taste or sense of taste. Now teeth. Adult teeth, human has 32 permanent teeth, which are 4 types. Heterodont, that means they are heterodont, which are 4 types, that is incisors, canines, premonars and molars. Dental formula adult teeth is 2124 by 2124 equal to totally 32 teeth. Then dental formula for milk teeth is 2102 by 2102 or 212 by 212, which is 20 teeth. 12 human teeth are monophyodont, that is one set of teeth are there. Last molar and premolars 0021 by 0021. The gap between teeth is known as diastema. Maximum number of teeth are seen in opercium and then next in horse and pig, which are 15 number. Hard chewing surface of teeth is made up of enamel, which is secreted by amyloblast cells and ectodermal energy. All parts of teeth except enamel are mesodermal energy. To find roots of teeth, the formula is 1123 by 1112. Now structure of teeth, here you can see the structure of teeth. Then fifth nerve, cranial nerve or terminal or dentist nerve supplies the tooth. Types of teeth. First is acrodont. Teeth attached to the surface of jawbone. Example fishes, amphibians, etc. Then pleurodont attached to the lateral surface. Example lizards, snakes. Then thecodont embedded inside the sockets and have well developed roots. Example mammals. Exception, it is seen in crocodiles. Then types of molars and premolars in different organisms. First buenodont, small blunt, have round scalp size from a human. Then lophodont, have large ridges available for grinding. Example elephants. Then scalodont, Crescent ridges are present, example sheep, cattle, etc. Then homodont, all teeth are same in level, example whale. Then cecodont, sharp teeth for tearing, which are seen in carnivores. Now second part is esophagus. The pharynx leads into esophagus. Glottis is the opening of the windpipe covered with cartilaginous thin flap called as epiglottis. Opening of esophagus to stomach is guarded by sphincter known as gastroesophageal sphincter. There is no visceral peritoneum. The outermost covering is called as tunica adventitia in esophagus. Presence of mucous membrane formed of non-keratinized stratified squamous epithelium, some of which are ciliated. Presence of voluntary, that is anterior 1/3, and involuntary muscle fibers, which are posterior 2/3, are present. Then tonsils. Lymphoid tissue of pharynx is known as tonsil. It includes, here you can see the 4 types of tonsils, that is pharyngeal or adenoids or nasopharyngeal tonsil, then lingual tonsil, then tubal tonsils, then palatine or facial tonsils, etc. are 4 types of tonsils. They are arranged in ring manner called as Waldier's ring. The next part is stomach, which is J-shaped bag-like structure, which is located upper left portion of the abdominal cavity. Here you can see the parts of stomach. First is fundus, then cardiac, body, pyloric, then superior portion of duodenum, which is connected to the last part of stomach, that is pylorix. Now stomach of ruminants. It is also known as compound stomach. It has 4 chambers, namely rumen, reticulum, omasum and abomasum. Rumen is a top for storage of food. Reticulum and rumen, both of them have bacteria like rumenococcus, which help in cellulose digestion. Then omasum, which is absent in camel and deer, and water cells are ejected from the rumen in camel and deer. Then abomasum, which is known as true stomach, where the digestive juice is released. Now small intestine. There are 3 regions, that is duodenum, C-shaped, then jejunum, long and coiled, and ileum, highly coiled and longish portion. The last part leads to large intestine. The pyloric sphincter guards the opening of stomach into duodenum. The intestinal glands or crypts of Langerhans have epithelial cells, Penney cells, then Ergich cells. In duodenum, Burners glands help in mucus secretion, located in submucous. Different patches of lymphoid tissue are present throughout the small intestine and are aggregated in lumen to form Peyer's patches. Then large intestine. First is cecum, which is small brine sac, hosts symbiotic microorganisms. Vermiform appendix is a vestigial organ present in cecum. Then colon, divided into ascending, descending, transverse colon and sigmoid colon, where ascending colon lacks mesentery. Colon helps in connecting the descending colon to rectum. Now rectum, which is last part of alimentary canal, which stores fecal matter and goes out through the anus. Now histology of alimentary canal. Here you can see the layers: serosa, inner circular and outer longitudinal muscularis layers, and then submucosal layer, then mucosa and lumen. Serosa is made up of mesothelium. Inner and outer circular longitudinal muscularis layer is formed by smooth muscles, and oblique muscle layer inner to the sulcular muscularis layer is found in stomach. Then submucosa, which is made of nerve, blood, glands, even glands in duodenum. Then mucosa forms villi and rugae. Villi is formed in small intestine and rugae in stomach. Then lumen. These layers have a network of fibers called as plexus. There are of 2 types: mesenteric plexus or plexus of Eleuterbach. Then these consist fibers both from autonomic division and mostly controls the peristaltic movement in alimentary canal, present between the longitudinal and circular muscles fibers of muscular coat. Then micellar plexus or submucosal plexus present between the muscular cord and the mucosa. The plexus controls the secretion of diffusion of digestive glands. Now digestive glands associated with alimentary canal are: first is salivary glands, which are of 3 glands. Parotid glands near the cheek, largest salivary gland, opens through the Stenson's duct. Mumps is a viral disease mainly seen in parotid salivary glands. Then submaxillary or submandibular salivary glands, which are found in lower jaw, which opens through the Watson ducts, produce maximum saliva. Then sublinguals, which are found in tongue, smallest gland, open through the Rhenus duct. Now here you can see saliva, which is daily production of saliva is about 1.5 liter. pH of saliva is 6.7, nearly neutral. Has salivary amylase and lysosome. Chlorine minus or Cl ions are required for activation of salivary amylase. Then next part is liver, which is largest gland of the body, about 1.2 to 1.5 kg in adult, situated in abdominal cavity. Hepatic lobules are structural and functional units of liver. Each lobule is covered by a capsule called Gibson's capsule, which is characteristic feature of mammal. Then hepatic cells secrete bile and transported through hepatic ducts to gallbladder. Gallbladder is a muscular sac, has capacity of 30 to 50 ml. The blind sac is stored in concentration in gallbladder. Duct of gallbladder along with hepatic duct from the liver forms a common bile duct. The bile duct and pancreatic duct open together into duodenum as common hepatopancreatic duct, which is guarded by a sphincter called a sphincter of Oddi. The functions of liver. Here you can see secretion of bile, storage of fat, urea synthesis, erythropoiesis, breakdown of RBC, iron is stored as ferritin. Livers get oxygenated blood from the hepatic artery and receives the deoxygenated blood, which is rich in nutrients, from the hepatic portal vein. Now third part is pancreas, which is mixed or compound gland, which consists both endocrine and exocrine glands, which are situated between limbs of C-shaped duodenum. The exocrine part secretes alkaline pancreatic juice. The endocrine part secretes hormones, insulin, glycagon. Two types of ducts: ducts of Santori, which is non-functional; duct of Wirsung, which is functional. Duct of digestion of food is done by mechanical and chemical process. Now digestion in mouth. Blending of saliva with food and chewing of food occurs in mouth. The saliva contains salivary amylase and lysosomes. Here 30% of starch is converted into maltose disaccharide in the presence of saliva and pH 6.7. Now gastric glands. Mucus of stomach has gastric glands. Mucous neck cells which secrete mucus. Peptic or chief cells which secrete proenzyme pepsinogen. Peptial or oxygenic cells which secrete HCl, and intrinsic factor, which is essential for B12 absorption. Digestion in stomach. The food stored for 4 to 5 hours. Food is mixed with acidic gastric juice to form chyme. Here pepsidosis in presence of HCl convert into pepsin. Then proteins convert into peptones and peptoses. HCl provides acidic pH of 1.8, optimal for pepsin. The HCl converts Fe3 plus to Fe2 plus. The renin is a proteolytic enzyme found in infants to help in milk digestion. Small amounts of lipases are also released. Digestion in small intestine. Pancreatic juice, bile juice, and intestinal juice are released in SI. The procarboxypeptidosis, amylases, lipases, and nucleases are released. Trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen are pancreatic juice which contains inactive enzymes. Then trypsinogen is activated by enzyme enterokinases secreted by trypsin. Bile contains bile pigments such as bilirubin, biliverdin, bile salts like sodium bicarbonate, sodium glycocholate, sodium tricholate, etc. Then cholesterol and phospholipids. Bile, bile has no enzymes, which helps in emulsification of fats. It activates the lipases. Intestinal juice contains enzymes like disaccharides, dipeptidases, lipases, nucleases, etc. Here, proteins, peptones, proteoses are converted into dipeptides in presence of trypsin or chymotrypsin and carboxypeptidase. Chymotrypsin is a milk coagulant which can hydrolyze casein into paracasein, which then coagulates into calcium paracasinate. Now, fats are converted into monoglycerides in the presence of lipases. Here is the summary of digestion. Here you can see. Absorption of digested nutrients in different parts. First, mouth. It contains certain ducts with contact with mucus are absorbed into blood capillaries lining the mouth. Then stomach absorbs the water, simple sugars and alcohol. Small intestine, principal organs of absorption, which absorbs water, glucose, fructose, fatty acids, glycerol, vitamins and amino acids. The large intestine absorbs some of the water, minerals, drugs takes place, etc. Intestines have brush border epithelium which increases surface area of absorption. Now, deficiency and disorders. Malnutrition, low nutrition, overnutrition, high nutrition, hypercholesteremia which has high cholesterol level, obesity, high level of fat, cholecystitis, inflammation of gallbladder, appendicitis, rupture of appendicitis cause infection, then hemorrhoids, swollen rectal veins, hernia, in gluteal canal extend to the scrotal sac. Then heartburn, if cardiac sphincter remains open, the acidic content may cause burn near the heart region. Then achalasia cardia, failure of cardiac sphincter to relax. Then provitamins. Here, agristerol is converted into vitamin D in presence of sunlight, and carotene is converted into vitamin A in liver and small intestine. Jaundice, the bile pigment increases in blood causing yellow eyes and skin. Then vomiting, ejection of stomach contents through the mouth. Diarrhea, liquidity of fecal discharge. Constipation, fecal remains in colon. Then indigestion, food is not properly digested due to eating high spicy food, oily food, etc. So we have completed the lesson digestion and absorption. Thank you.